Sunday morning. I'll be right back. Y'all enjoy the nature sounds. I gotta go get my cup of coffee. I forgot my cup of coffee. Getting the campfire rolling, some coffee Sunday morning. Beautiful, beautiful day so far. A little bit of fire smoke in the air today, but I'll be right back with you. Any all in here yet? What up? How's everybody doing this morning? Coffee first, Mad Shad, Dan H, Dalla, hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's having a fabulous Sunday morning. The Watchman in the house, what's going on? Didn't expect so many people Sunday morning. Um, I've got my Mickwick fire starters putting in some work for me here. They're making the fire while we have the chat. That's the fantastic things about these is once you build everything, you basically just light it and walk away. Crispin, top of the morning to you, my brother. Yeah, just wanted to check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. It's been a while since Wednesday, and make sure everybody's still on the up and up. Um, Make sure nobody fell victim to the we all gonna die part of Wednesday. Make sure y'all are still with us. K. Paul, top of the morning to you. Papa's Farm, welcome. WTC, hello, hello. Um, Make the gear work for you. That's right, Dan H. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if your gear doesn't work for you, it's time to start shopping around, guys. Only one way to know that is to get out and practice with your gear, right? It's the only way to know. Get out in crummy conditions, set up your gear, make sure it's going to work. I know my gear survived basically a severe thunderstorm out at Visions thing in Ohio. Um, no issues, no leaks, no problems. So, and that was an old tent too. I was really planning on hammock camping out there, but the woods didn't really allow for it. Um, there was tree line, but I didn't want to crowd anybody, and some spots were reserved for classes. So, um, bring backups, redundancy, guys, redundancy. But my main reason for stopping in today is I had a meeting with the owner of the Hornet's Nest yesterday. And we went out and took a nice ride around the property. Santiago, top of the morning to you, my friend. Yeah, we went out, took a ride around the property. And Chrisman says, same, and thanks for the new tent, brother. Hey, no problem, man. I'd rather get wet than try my gear. Hey, different strokes for different folks, outlaw. So I met with the owner yesterday, and we took a nice ride around the property. It's so much bigger than I knew. So much bigger. I thought the property lines were in one spot. Turns out they're not where I thought they were, and they are way further back. So we still have a home. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival still has a home for our in-person events. Tomcats World, top of the morning to you. Moldy, prepping artist, what's going on, guys? So we are in good shape. We will be having more in-person events in the future. We are not homeless as far as that is concerned. So that's huge. That's huge. Um, but the rebuilding process, it's going to take us a while. It's going to take us a while. Even with the highly skilled people that come out to these events, Latina Prepper, top of the morning to you. Cajun, how are you? Um, it's going to take us a while to rebuild everything that we had there. Um, but we're going to get started. We're going to get started real soon. And I'm hoping to have another in person event by the end of summer. So hopefully we can have ourselves an end of summer jamboree. My not enough coffee yet this morning. So speaking of that, let's get to the coffee. But yeah, man, I am so stoked that we still have a place. Who is the Batman? It's me. I'm the Batman. I am the Batman. Um, I'm sure the new spot comes with plenty of ticks. Outlaw, the entire upstate New York comes with plenty of ticks. If you guys have been in the woods here in upstate New York, you know that there are ticks everywhere. Marty Preps, top of the morning to you. Um, yeah, lots of ticks, guys. Lots of ticks. And definitely pre treat your clothes with Sawyers if you can. Um, anything to keep them off of you. They are extremely dangerous. Thank you so much, Tomcat. Really appreciate it. Love and life, exactly, exactly. It'll be a whole new thing. The car camping is going to go out the window. We are going to be way back in the property off the beaten path. We will have to hike to our location. So when I say bug out bag weekend, I mean it. I mean it. You're going to have to pack everything in your bag and haul back there. For folks who are mobility impaired, who cannot walk a half a mile with a bug out bag, um, I will make arrangements to get you back to the bug out spot and back to your vehicle. We will have transportation, whether it be my truck, somebody else's vehicle, four wheeler, side by side, whatever we end up with, that's what we're going to use. Outlaw, yeah, we're going to need the Sherpas. We're going to need the Sherpas. 3,000 miles away, is that mobility impaired? Watchman, yes. Yes, that's mobility impaired. Rickachaw. Hey, any way we can get there, we will make a stretcher, we will make a cart. I'll put you in a wheelbarrow and wheel you out there. Um, K. Paul got bit by a tick 8 days ago in my yard. Very unusual. Yeah, man, they're coming out of the woodwork. They're definitely coming out of the woodwork. I had a friend that I went to high school with who passed away from tick-borne illness, the Powassan virus. It causes swelling of the brain. So I am a stickler for tick repellent. Robert says, short bus, did you say? I'm in. Hey, at this point, we're going to need a bus. Wheelbarrow races. They are ridiculous this year, Outlaw. They're, they're typically a hard barrier or something between like the woods where all the leaves are and the grass. They don't like to cross that stuff. Like a driveway and things like that. They don't like to crawl across that stuff. They like to stay in whatever they're in. Um, but lately, it seems that they're breaking all the rules and going where I didn't think they would be. Loretta, top of the morning to you. But please, folks, protect yourself from ticks. There's some great products out in the market that aren't as toxic as the old stuff. I would look to Sawyer's. Sawyer makes some incredible products. They're permethrin. You can pre-treat your clothes. Should we flood the chat, Mike? Let her rip, K. Paul. Let her rip. Um, Pre-treat your clothes if you can. If not, get some tick repellent on your skin and make sure that those suckers aren't going to bite. They aren't going to latch onto you, because nowadays Lyme disease is the least of your concerns when it comes to tick-borne illness. Um, it's scary. It's scary. A tick bite nowadays can literally kill you. So please, guys, keep your guard up. when you're out there in the bush, in the woods, even in your lawn, even in your lawn. If you got some clothes that you typically wear when you're out doing yard work, um, pre-treat them, man. That Sawyer's will last 6 weeks or 6 washings, I believe, is uh, is the gig. XMYC, I get bit a couple times a year too, but I'm always out in the bush. Chrisman, exactly. Yes, you can pre-treat your gear too. So if you have a hammock or a tarp, a tent, anything like that, and you don't want any of these nasty little critters bothering you, pre-treat your gear and keep it out there. That way, no bugs, man, no bugs. It's fantastic. It's like camping in the fall, but not camping in the fall. Um, yeah, the bugs are crazy this year. The early warm start got them really worked up. So yeah, it's a little nuts. It's a little nuts. How's my Nickwick doing? It's doing its thing. Rub your neck often. Absolutely, Watchman. Make sure that they don't get on you, man. Typically, they come up through the pant legs. They're not, contrary to popular belief, ticks don't jump. DEET, hey, Paul, it's not working the way it used to. I think some of these things have built up an immunity to some of this stuff. XMYC says lately no mosquitoes here. Might have been from the smoke. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I haven't seen very many mosquitoes either. And it might be from the dryness as well. We need a little water to kick those suckers off. But protect yourself from tick-borne illness, guys. They don't jump, they crawl. They crawl. They throw themselves off of things. They'll climb a tree to fall down on top of you. They'll climb little bushes so that they can grab a hold of the deer as they walk past. Fed up American, what's happening, my brother? But yeah, make sure you protect yourself from ticks, guys. Let's see, duct tape pants. Oh, sorry about the finger over the thing. I wanted to see coffees around the ankles so ticks would stick to the tape and not go any further. Yeah, man, you guys gotta be careful of ticks. I don't want to lose another friend to tick-borne illness. So please, please, please protect yourselves, guys. But yeah, we will be back at the Hornet's Nest by the end of summer. That's my promise to everyone. So come fall, hopefully end of August, we can get another event planned out in the woods there. Renaissance Grandma, top of the morning to you. And we will be doing things a little different from now on. Travis, top of the morning, my friend. Um, yeah, we're going to do things a little different. We are going to institute some challenges to folks. I want to thank Johnny Preps for his awesome idea on how to challenge folks. I know a lot of people come out and they are super comfortable with the gear that they have. They are they practice with the gear often. They they know what they're doing, especially with their gear. They can set it up in multiple configurations to make it work for them. And the challenge will be, what can you do without your gear? What if I give you a very small amount of gear? Could you make it through the night with very, very minimal? Chrisman, have a great day, brother. Stay safe out there, my friend. Um, but yeah, I would like to challenge some of the more experienced folks to work with less gear, less gear. So I might pack up some magic challenge buckets. I promise you there's enough in there for you to get by if you use it properly. But I think some Hudson Valley prepping and survival challenges are in order. Tracy K, top of the morning to you. Yeah, I think it's time for the 10 item challenge. Dan H says something like that. I'm not necessarily going to limit to 10 items, but I will give you X amount of items in a bucket. And would you be camping outside during a fire or nuclear type of fallout? Sunset? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When it comes to that, you are four walls and a roof to four walls and a roof. And I highly recommend the same for wintertime, especially if you're traveling with family. So 4 walls and a roof to 4 walls and a roof. Make sure that you make friends outside of your area to have a place to go if things fall apart. Um, Fed Up says, I'll take one of your challenges. I know you will, brother, and I know you will succeed, my friend. Um, so the gig is, I think you'll be able to choose one person from the group to be able to assist you, and that's it. Nobody else can offer assistance to you. I don't want anybody to be left out during a challenge where they have nothing. Um, but I think it would be good to have at least one person from there assist you. Mad Shad says, just a knife. You need a track hoe excavator. Watchman, got one. And a tractor with a bucket and a digger on the back. Um, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. But the rebuilding process is going to be lengthy. It's going to be a lot of hard work. Outlaw says, I'm just taking everyone's bucket. And cigarettes. That's right. You better have your smokes in there. But yeah, you will have to leave your bag and the comforts of everything that you know and try to make do with just what's in the bucket for the weekend. Food will be provided for you. I don't want you to go hungry, so I'll make sure. TQ, trauma shears, mylar blanket, and some paracord. I'm down. Travis, I'm telling you, this will really challenge people's skills, and I'd like to give a prize away to anybody who successfully completes the mission. This will be a prize that no one else will get, no one else will have, unless you have completed one of these challenges. So I'm going to have to take one right away. As soon as I go out there, I'm taking the first bucket. I have to have somebody else load it so I don't know what's in it, and take the challenge with you guys. XMYC says, I can do it. That's the attitude, man. That's the attitude you got to have. Tracy K says, it's going to be very hard to get through all this chaos without the smokes. Somebody's going to die. Yep. Yep. Unfortunately. Nicotine withdrawal is a mofo. Rhino skin comes in really handy. It sure does, Love and Life. I still have to get my own camping gear, says Kate Paul. Hey, a little bit at a time, just a can of beer, says Mad Shad. I have my prize ready when I get there. Dan H, absolutely. Yeah, I think it'll be something that everybody can show off on their gear or on their stuff as they come out. I think about having some patches made for folks who successfully complete the challenge, and it'll be a patch of honor. 5 pounds of tobacco and tubes. Fed Up American, that's the way to go, man. Whoa. Big airplane coming down. Greenleaf says that there's a chemical in there that is addictive, not the nicotine. Richie says he quit smoking 6 months ago. So much easier than he expected. Do you use a Thermacell for mosquitoes? Yes, I absolutely use a Thermacell for mosquitoes. And Thermacell has come out with a new product that you can put into their units that will get rid of a whole lot more than just mosquitoes. The newer Thermacells will do any kind of bugs, any kind of flies. Strategic Emergency Training and Consulting would gladly add one prize. Travis, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And racking my brain, I host another medical class for everybody. So if you are interested in getting first aid and CPR certified, reach out. I got to get my good buddy Travis down here, or we go up to him. He has a fantastic facility in the southern Adirondacks. Great facility, great people, and the highest quality of training. We have to get something like that done. Gina versus Gina. Good morning. But Travis is the man with all of the medical knowledge and the ability to get you certified in that medical knowledge so that you can apply that if you're ever in a situation where you need to. You always fall back on your training in stressful times, guys. And if you don't have that training, you really have nothing to fall back on. So get training, get training. I would like to offer a medical class as soon as I can get with Travis and find out a date that works for him. K. Paul, thank you so much, my friend. What is a thermocell? Where can you get one? Coffee first. I would look Amazon. You can find them at Walmart. There's a couple different models. They have ones that burn little wafers, and now they have some digital rechargeable ones that use a can of liquid that you put into them. They're fantastic, fantastic. And on a wind-free day, kind of like today, it'll give you about a 15-foot circle, bug-free. Santiago, I did hear about the Colombian kids. 40 days in the Amazon jungle after a plane crash. Outlaw says Travis is weird. He always wants to practice mouth to mouth. He is a fantastic guy, and he is trying to teach you how to keep people alive. Um, yeah, man. A couple of kids in the Amazon. I'm pretty sure we can make it with just a bucket full of tools, guys. I don't know. I don't know. It's if it happens, it happens, says Travis. But yeah, man, I want to get people trained. Um, the more people who know how to take care of them or themselves, the better. Um, and there's only one way to do it: take a class and get quality training, guys. Get quality training. You got to have it. You're capable of more than you know. It just takes the right situation to bring that out of you. Absolutely, Travis. Or Tomcat's World. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to try a thermocell for the first time this year. Just got one. K-Paul, they are fantastic. Fantastic. If you do have a breeze, you want to set it up upwind of you so that can blow over you. In the high peaks of the Adirondacks, when we hiked up there, um, we doing a pack it all in a 5 gallon bucket. Tracy, kind of. I want everybody to bring their normal gear, and then those who wish to can accept the challenge and try to win a prize. Try to win a prize. I think it'd be a good challenge for everybody. Um, and you know, Vision's event got me really inspired to do better, do better at our events, and make them slightly more educational. You know, it's a great time, an awesome social event for folks to come out and chat with each other. Um, but we haven't done a whole lot in the way of educational, because I feel that most of the people who come out are pretty well adversed in preparedness and survival. Um, but it's time for us to show folks just how well we are in prepping and survival, and keep the things rolling, man. Man, this is really tough without the Livingston man. I don't know how he does it on those live streams without me. It's just talking, 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 talking. But another thing that I want to start bringing up and bringing to more people's attention is early American history. I shared some things on my community page this morning from the Pine Tree riots. I don't know if you guys ever heard about the Pine Tree riots. Those were up in last New Hampshire, previous to the American Revolution. Where's this one at? Poughkeepsie area. We'll be a little bit north of Poughkeepsie, Cajun. We're on the Columbia Dutchess County border. But the Pine Tree riots are something that a lot of people didn't know about, and I wanted to share that information with everybody. The channel in which it came from is Firefly. You just fell down the stairs. Oh my lord! I hope you're all right. Um, the Pine Tree riots are something that many people believe um, helped spawn the Boston Tea Party. Um, Tracy K can always come to our office in Queensbury and take a free Stop the Bleed class. It's quite the travel. I believe Tracy K is up in Minnesota. I believe. I believe. And the Mickwick is doing its thing. I see the smoke. 6 to 8 hour drive. Hey, worth the trip from almost anywhere, I promise you. And what you're going to find is a group of amazing people who always want to help. Nashville. I'm sorry, Tracy K. I don't know why I put you in Minnesota. You will find an amazing group of people who want to do nothing but see you succeed. Uh, AP is going to do a review on the newest thermocell. Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, they're awesome, man. They're awesome. The new wafers are fantastic. They do really, really well. Nashville would be worth the road trip. Let's link up. Hey, Travis, there is an event going on this October in Tennessee. I'm not sure how close to Nashville we are, but My Mother's Spark is hosting a bug out weekend at what looks to be an amazing location. Tracy Mickle is in Minnesota. The other Tracy, see? Oh, not Angry Prepper. Oh, oh. In Northeast Florida, hey, we can make the connections. I will put up a community post right after this live, and we will try to rally the troops. Some folks are really iffy about saying where they're from, um, OPSEC and all that, privacy. But the more we can gather together, the stronger the community is, especially from different areas. Um, I'm not saying y'all want to bug out to New Yorkistan, but if the situation arises and you have to get away from danger, this may be the only direction that you can safely go. Um, as well as us leaving, perhaps I have to head towards Pennsylvania, Ohio, um, south and west from where I'm at because of whatever up here. It's important to have friends far-reaching, guys, as far-reaching as you can. Make those connections. Former upstate New Yorker, get out of there, bro. JKR, this is my home, and it's worth fighting for. And I will stay here and hide behind enemy lines and fight the good fight, man. I was born here. This is my home. This is my home. The Hudson Valley is my home. Do you know of any classes around Long Island? Says Coffee First. Alaska Prepper. Gotcha, Kate Paul. In the Long Island area, no, but I do know some incredible individuals from the Long Island area. If you don't know the Prepared Irishman, subscribe. Look him up, the Prepared Irishman. He's from Long Island. He does incredible work. He taught the radio class at Vision Preparedness's Bug Out Weekend. Incredibly great guy. Firefly Farm, same here. I'm a native New Yorker. Again, I was born here. The Hudson Valley is my home, and I'll be damned if these politicians are going to push me out of here. See, there you go. Travis does Long Island as well. Hey man, Travis Medic covers um, a humongous area, and he will come to you if you don't have anything near you. Gather a bunch of people, and he will get a class together for you. He is a fantastic teacher. He will make you get the most out of it and make sure that you understand things before you disappear. Right up the road from you in Northern Columbia County. You can bug out here any day, Bo. Trevor, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, politicians, they're. Ah, Mad Shad. Right on, brother. Thank you so much for sharing the Prepared Irishman's link. He's just getting his YouTube channel started. So there's not a whole lot of content there yet, but he is fantastic in the bush. He really knows his shit. What a great guy. Moon Sprouts, top of the morning to you. Or it might be afternoon by now. I can't see the clock anymore. Ulster County here. Have the room if peeps need a place. Firefly, thank you so much. The new thermosol has a reservoir instead of a pad. K. Paul, yes, I actually have one of those. I bought one just to try something different. I use the pads regularly, but yeah, I thought it'd be cool to try something rechargeable. I got all the solar stuff, so I can recharge that thing. No issues. No issue. Did you guys see my new hat? It's a gift from my good buddy Vision Preparedness. Um, See, there you go, Tracy K. My family's been in Columbia County, New York since 1709. I'm not going anywhere. Trev Terror, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. My family hasn't been here quite that long, but those kind of roots, I wouldn't leave either, my friend. I wouldn't leave either. Does Travis have a channel? No, but he should. But he should. If you guys go back in my live streams, go to the live stream. What do you call that? I don't know. I just post the videos. Go back in the live streams. We actually did a question and answer with Travis Medic. Fantastic, man. What a great live stream that was. Oh, Watchman made himself a solar shower. Tracy K, I will see you at my mother Sparks bug out October in Tennessee. Hell yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Oh man, Firefly, I am in on the treehouse. I am in on the treehouse. I'd love to spend a weekend in that thing. I think it'd be awesome. Robert, you never heard of the pine tree riots? Well, so the British were gearing up for their war efforts before the revolution started, early 1700s. And they came through and they started marking white pine trees, and they forbid anybody from cutting a pine tree that was 12 inches in diameter or more. Now, they required these to build a ship's mast, right? They wanted these big white pine trees to build masts for their warships. And the colonists also needed those 12-inch diameter logs to build 5 hours and 19 minutes. Cajun, worth the trip, I promise you, brother. Worth the trip. Um, the colonists also needed these logs to build structures, right? The colonies were growing rapidly at that time. And, oh, Travis is working EMS. Sorry if you missed anything, he had a call. Hey, you can go right back in the chat. Everything should be replayed, Travis. It's all here for you when you're ready and you have the time. But yeah, the pine tree riots. Anything 12 inches or larger, white pine was marked with 3 scratch marks on it. And they came in like a V shape. And the British wanted them for ships' masts. And the colonists wanted them for building their new structures, their buildings, their churches, their houses of worship. Anything that they wanted the big pine. It was light, it was strong, and it was a quality wood at the time. So the British forbid it, and they hired somebody to go around and check all the mills in New Hampshire to see if there was any of these marked trees being milled in there and given to the colonists and not saved for the crown as they wanted. So when they finally got around to it, they found that there was a few mills that had these marked boards in them. And most of I think there was 3 in total, 3 mills that had them. 2 of the mills decided to pay their fines and be done with it. The 3rd mill decided that that wasn't a good idea and that everybody should be allowed to use these trees, and he wasn't going to be part of it. So when they came to levy his fines, they ran him out of town. They cut the ears off of their horses. They shaved the manes and the tails off the horses. They beat them with switches and sticks and drove them out of town, guys. Penny pinch and prepper. It's all based on when you come in, so don't believe it. Don't believe it. Yeah, they drove him out of town. Drove him out of town, and they called those the Pine Tree Riots. And that was the first real big rebellion against the crown in the colonies. And they say that that gave way to the Boston Tea Party later on. Blue Steel, top of the morning to you. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Watchmen. Really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, we will be back. We will be back at the Hornet's Nest. Live in-person events way back in the woods, way back in the woods. So when you pack your bug out bag for a Hudson Valley prepping and survival event, make sure that you can carry that load, um, and see what you can get by with. You know, you don't have to bring the kitchen sink with you. And if you do bring the kitchen sink, you're going to have to carry that sucker all the way back to the bug out location, and then bring it back when you're all done. Unless, of course, you're donating it to the cause. Um, but yeah, guys, we're going to get back at it, man. Got to. I've got to. There's a lot of people who need the practice. There's a lot of folks who could use the challenge, myself included. I know I could use a challenge. Firefly, hey, any way you want, any way you want. A wagon, bug out cart, exactly. I've seen folks modify deer carts. Um, we have a friend who has a back injury, and he can't carry a bag. So he has one of those jogging strollers that he straps his bag into, and he can move with that, but he can't keep the weight on his back. So different strokes for different folks, man. Is Shad coming? Hey, I'll send a cab for him. I'll send a cab for him. I'm in VA, have the Blue Ridge Appalachian Mountains, child of King Jesus, my Lord. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Here it's beautiful down there. I haven't gotten down to the Blue Ridge Mountains yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. And I'm really looking forward to my mother Sparks event this fall. Tomcat says everyone has something to offer no matter what. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chipmunk fight behind me. What about the Livingston man, the Ohio guy? He'll be there. He'll be there. Right on, Shad. Right on. I know it's a trek, man. I know it's a trek. Um, but we'll get it figured out, guys. We'll get it figured out. We will have more events. We will have more people. Um, they will be much more bushcrafty. Um, I'm more than likely going to Tennessee for MMS 5 hours away. Fantastic. It'll be another 12 to 16 hour venture for me, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Firefly is a Jane of a lot of trades. That's the way to be. K Paul says, as long as you do a video, I'll be watching. See, that's my biggest thing, man. I get to these events and I get so into talking with people and chatting with people. I have a hard time pulling the phone out of my pocket at any time, even just to take a video. Um, I really need to be sitting around for a couple of minutes, not doing anything, and then say, oh shit, I should probably record some of this for folks. Santiago says he might go to Tennessee. I'm saying, bro, we'll go. We'll go. Another New York convoy, man. We got to do all we can to support this community. Um, all we can, man, to see these events growing, to see people getting out doing their things. Vision's event was so family oriented. Blue Steel says, what kind of knife do I keep in my bag? In my personal opinion, there is only one type of knife to keep in your bag, and that is a Mora. Get yourself a Mora. They're not super expensive. If you get the Mora Bushcrafter, it comes with an awesome ferro rod that clips right into your knife and a little sharpening thing on the outside of it. What should we do? It's time. Where can we meet up to ride in? That's the way to go, man. That's the way to go. We will figure it out, Fed Up American, I promise. Um, a Mora, that's right, a Mora knife. Look them up, Amazon. They're not very expensive. They have what they call a Scandinavian grind to them, so it comes down to a sharp point. They're very easy to sharpen, very easy to maintain. They're absolutely fantastic. The Mora Bushcrafter is the one that I personally carry. I bought it for my son, and he didn't use it, so I stole it from him. Ghost Lincoln, what's happening, my brother? How are you? Ghost, we were just discussing how Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival will be back. We've been homeless for a little bit, but we will be back into the in-person event business here real soon. And by business, I mean free. Free. We are lucky enough to have a piece of property that is donated to us, and hey, we pass those savings along to everybody. Moldy says, I got a couple Moras. I bought them for my kids. Great knives. Absolutely. They take a beating. Now, not all Moras are created equal, so make sure you get yourself a full tang Mora. Um, Full tang. You want that thing all the way through the handle so you can beat the crap out of it. Now, the Mora Bushcrafter is a high carbon steel knife, so it throws sparks like a mofo off your ferro rod. Uh, yeah, I hope Ghost gets Big Blue up and running, man. I was so heartbroken to hear that you didn't make it all the way home in it. I'm glad you got the kids where they were going. Um, Moldy, get all the tang, absolutely the Wu Tang. Get the Wu Tang and the full tang. Gotta have it. Rip Curl, what's happening? Still waiting on parts, man. Tomcats World, hey, that's what we got to do. Ultimately, I was looking for something kind of like what I do, and I could not find anything in my area. And the things that I did find were like, it was like 150 bucks to go for a day and learn how to start a fire or tie some knots or hang a tarp. Um, and I was like, man, how I don't understand how this is why so many people aren't into this stuff because the training is expensive. Um, the training is expensive. The trips can be long. There's only a few places around that do these things. And some of them are great, man. I'm not saying don't go to them if you can afford to. Absolutely, absolutely. Go take a Canterbury class. Go learn from the guy down in Beacon, New York. He has a great facility down there. There's some great places around where you can learn if you have the money. And then it seemed like the rest of us who spent all our money on gear are kind of assed out because there's no place to go for free and try your stuff out with other people. So that was a big thing to me was to try and be able to offer this stuff as low a cost as humanly possible to get as many people involved as I could. Fed Up has a Camillus knife. I haven't had an issue with it. Gutted a few deer, batoned a lot of wood. It's still keeping its edge. Fantastic, fantastic. Be careful with those Fed Up. I've seen a few of them break, pending the Camillus. Some of their bigger ones, like big ones, they're not that great of a knife, man. They're made with some really, really cheap Chinese steel. I've actually heard of one or two people get hurt when they do break. Cajun says, get yourself a good quality stick stove and you can create drinking water easily. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes this morning. I know folks do all their 5-inch blade. There you go. There you go. Fed Up. That's the way to go. Who's in Beacon? I'm not sure of the name of the place, Firefly Farm, but he is actually friends with Angry Prepper. Um, Great guy, fantastic place. The Virginia Bushcrafter, how are you? My mother Spark, we were just talking about your event. Blue Steel uses a Catadine, can purify at the stream. That's a good filter. Good filter. The Be Free, Catadine Be Free is a good one. Hey, I stick with the Grail. I know it doesn't do the volume that folks are looking for, but hey, man, I'm out there and I'm ready to get in, get out, and get whatever water I can. What inch knife is yours, Mike? I think it's standard. I think it's a 6 or a 7-inch blade on the Mora. Great knife. Great knife. But yeah, guys, we have a place again. We have a home. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get out there with the guys. We're going to go and do a brainstorming mission out there and see what we can come up with for camp rebuilding. We lost access to the bathrooms. We lost access to the building in general. So the prepper yard sale will probably have to have us someplace else. Someplace else. Virginia Bushcrafter, they are fantastic water filters. There should be a link in the description section. I think I make a couple bucks off it, but it doesn't cost you any more money. Check them out, Grail. Fantastic, fantastic. It's one of the few filters that takes out heavy metals, chemicals, some pharmaceuticals. It is far beyond anything a life straw, anything like that. Travis says we can have the prepper yard sale at our office. My man, thank you so much. Look at that. The community delivers, guys. The community delivers. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Travis. Sounds like I got something sneaking up behind me. Sounds like it's like 150 pounds, so it's probably a squirrel or a chipmunk. But I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. It's got to be close to noon by now. I didn't want to keep you guys all morning, but here I am, flapping off at the mouth. Really excited about the new location at the Hornet's Nest. Really, really excited. There's going to be a lot of work involved, but it's going to be worth the effort. And when you come out, if you don't find a spot that we've cleared for you that you like, claim your own. Stake your own claim, clear your own spot. There's more than enough people there to give you a hand making your vision. And we'll make it happen, man. We're going to make it happen. Cat lady, I'm not worried about the Sasquatch. He can come in and kick his feet up. I got a chair that's big enough to hold him. So he's welcome around the campfire. Ooh, the shad was up late streaming, huh? My mother Spark says, I claim the fire pit. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. But it will not be as accessible as it was, my mother Spark. We are going to gear more towards backpacking. You will have to pack all of your stuff in and pack all of your stuff out. Well, guys, I did see late night axe throwing. Yes, fantastic. Howdy, neighbor. Fantastic. Awesome, my mother Spark. Got to do it. Got to do it. I did see the collapse in Philadelphia. I heard it was from a tanker that exploded below the overpass and then damaged it enough that it collapsed. XMYC is challenging Ghost Link into a rematch. See, it happens. It happens. Ooh, my coffee pot broke again, again, again. Do not buy a Keurig K-Cup Duo. It is trash. Especially if you have hard water, it's trash. Thing lasts about a month. You know, for $100 coffee pot, I'm pretty disappointed. So I was French pressing coffee this morning, and I got some goodies in the bottom of this cup. See, all my goodies. Ugh. Delicious, delicious. I know the Livingston man was up late, working, working, working. I'm hoping to get up with him later this afternoon. I know we've got a lot of video filmed for you guys, and it's all in the editing process right now. It's all on the PC and ready to get Livingston manned up. He's going to get in there and chop it up. French press is the only way to go, says my mother Spark. I know, I just need like a really freaking big one because I love the coffee. Rum Runner says that's the best part. It is. It is. Sometimes I just take coffee and throw it in my lip, like chew, you know, leave it right in there. But yeah, we've got a lot of editing to do. We have a lot of cool videos to bring you guys. Some new things, some new things, some new equipment, some new gear, and hope you guys hope you guys enjoy what we've done with it. But I don't want to keep you guys all morning, man. I'll let y'all get about your day. I want to thank you for joining me this morning on this impromptu live stream. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Really appreciate it. Jamie Bobarski, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just about signing off. I've been on here for, I don't know, almost an hour now, running my mouth about how excited I am to have a new location to host the Bug Out weekends. Um, but thank y'all for joining us. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a fantastic Sunday. And maybe we'll see you Monday night. Jamie, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm getting better at reading names and figuring them out. I'm not the best when it comes to talking, but I try. I try. My Renaissance Grandma, have a great day. Um, Thank y'all for joining me. And we will catch y'all maybe Monday night for a special live stream. How about it? How about it? Livingston Man's got some ideas, and I love them. So, y'all stay safe. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival, and we out of here.